I'm pleased to be here to talk about our new research, which revealed a relationship between prolonged television watching and mortality from pulmonary embolism. I have nothing to declare. To begin with, let me explain what pulmonary embolism is and its implication to the public health. Pulmonary embolism is a serious, sometimes fatal vascular disease caused by the obstruction of the pulmonary artery. As you may know, prolonged sitting is a well-known cause of blood clot formation, because in that posture, the chair is pressing the veins of the legs, causing blood congestion. Here are two examples of public health issues related to pulmonary embolism due to prolonged sitting. First, an epidemic of fatal pulmonary embolism from prolonged sitting was reported by Dr. Simpson in the Lancet Journal in 1940. It was here in London during the World War II among railroad shelter users. The second example is the economy class syndrome during a long-haul flight, which was originally reported in 1954 in the New England Journal of Medicine. However, these two examples, sitting in shelters or on economy class seats for a long time, are special circumstances in a sense. So here is the question. Are there more common situations in which our legs are not moving for a long time or period without us noticing it? As you already know, that is watching television. We thought that television watching may lead to lengthy leg immobility, so it can be a risk of pulmonary embolism. We tested this hypothesis using data from the JACC study. JACC study stands for the Japan Collaborative Cohort study. That is a large medical study to investigate how lifestyle affects disease morbidity and mortality. Over 200 original contributions have been published from this large study. We conducted a baseline survey between 1988 and 1990 to collect information including average hours spent watching television per day. And then we continued to collect information until the end of 2009 for almost 20 years to identify the cause of death. During the follow-up period, we documented 59 deaths from pulmonary embolism. Then we analyzed the data of about 86,000 participants who were aged 40 to 79 years old. I'd like to show the main result. First, we analyzed the data of all participants who were aged 40 to 79 years. Here is the result. Compared to those who watch television less than 2.5 hours per day, those who watched 5 or more hours per day had almost twice the risk of fatal pulmonary embolism. Next is the most important finding of our study. We limited the analysis to the 40 to 59 years old of age. Then we got this result. Those who watched 5 or more hours per day had almost 6-fold risk, and those who watched 2.5 hours to 4.9 hours per day had 3-fold risk compared to those who watch less than 2.5 hours. These results illustrate that prolonged television watching can be a strong risk factor of fatal pulmonary embolism. This is the final slide. In Japan, a great number of people watch television for 5 or more hours per day. In 2015, as much as 25% of the population fell into this category. So prolonged television watching can be a risk factor of pulmonary embolism, affecting many of us, which we have not been aware of until now. To prevent occurrence of pulmonary embolism, we recommend the same preventive measures used against economy class syndrome. That is, take a break, stand up, walk around during television viewing, and drink water to prevent dehydration, which is also important. In this era of information technology, the use of other visual-based media devices, such as personal computers or smartphones, is popular. Cases of fatal pulmonary embolism after prolonged computer gaming have been reported. More research is needed to assess the risks of prolonged use of new technologies on pulmonary embolism, morbidity, and mortality. So the take-home message is that public awareness of the risk of pulmonary embolism from lengthy leg immobility during watching television is essential. Thank you for your kind attention.